You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
Big brew factory.
Get out your book sack, buddy.
Hey,
You back.
You back.
You back.
You back.
Fat Amundo.
Yeah, man.
They already know, man. Right here in the brew spot.
Right here.
Well, y'all already know all the steam to
To
you.
All staying to your hood.
All of it.
All the steam to you. Who?
Facts.
Man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to the brew spot. I'm your host. It's your favorite beloved Daoud.
It's your favorite.
Man. Come on, man.
That's right, man. That's right. Man.
Facts.
All the steam to you. Who?
All staying to your hood.
All the things.
And it's your co-host, Burn 'em Up, Mish. Mish
Come
Pipe.
on, Mish.
All staying to your hood.
And it's your co-host, Script Flow. Woo! Woo! A splash from above.
Ooh.
All the
Splash
things to
from
your
above.
hood, man.
All
613
the
splash,
things to
that
your
is.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
Okay, now.
613
you
splash.
Man, we appreciate everybody for definitely coming to brew with your favorite King.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
2 muscles up. Hashtag Big Brew support. Big Brew shout out to the big bros. To
Shout
the big
outs.
bros. Lose.
Shout out.
And Ear Doctor here, Playback Sounds.
Shout out.
If you're looking for a quality sound, go
Yeah.
back to playbacksound.com. Check out all that offering. Not only is the sound quality, it's also
So in your budget. Okay.
Affordable.
But make sure you holler at Big Bro Lose. Or just go check out the services at playbacksounds.com.
Playback sounds.
Make sure you definitely go check out some of them righteous tunes
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
on www.mindcultureforever.com.
Facts.
Shout out to DJ Slash.
Shout
DJ
out.
slash
DJ.
DJ.
Slash
Okay.
this, slash that.
Facts.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
Now today,
What we at with that?
now today, man,
What we at, that kid?
we're gonna deal with this. We're gonna deal with a real subject matter.
Facts. Okay.
A real subject matter. It sounds basic.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds very basic.
Right.
All because the world has given a perspective on this, just this simple word.
Facts.
Right.
And it's gonna sound like it can't be any depth in this, or like it's not gonna be deep at all. Okay.
Right.
But what we're gonna go over today is fast or fasting. Okay.
Fasting.
Okay, fasting.
Okay.
Just simple thing. It's a simple thing like that. Fasting.
Fast.
Facts.
Okay, we're gonna get into the more the physical side and the spiritual side. Okay,
Fast.
we're gonna go over how the original and the
Right.
traditional. All that's gonna be in there.
Right.
Facts.
Now we're gonna be going over three important topics on there on the book.
Tree.
Tree. Tree.
Now on Script Flair, woo, on his segment, he's gonna be telling us what is a fast
Facts.
What is a fact?
by definition.
That's a
Facts.
fact.
Okay.
That's a first.
Okay.
Secondly, we're gonna have Burn 'em Up,
Fact.
Okay.
Burn 'em Up Mitch.
Burn 'em
up.
all.
On his segment, he gonna get a perspective on fasting.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then thirdly, we're gonna give up a little man moment.
Little smoke.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then at the end, we're gonna go over a little upcoming events. Blah, 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 blah,
You
blah,
know,
blah.
you know how I
And
go.
then we're
That's,
going another man of tilt.
Another
Yeah,
chill.
yeah.
Yeah, another man of tilt.
that's why you
Chips on
back.
chips in your hood.
You back for them chips, eh?
That's right, man. We know. That last one been getting a little controversy.
Yeah.
Oh,
The sex is marriage.
The sex is marriage.
Oh, man.
Hey, man.
I don't know why.
All we were doing was protecting the sisters too, but
That's it.
showing them what happens in the righteous. Like it says, 2 great lights. We were just trying to show them what they great at. We were just saying, princess be great.
Why wouldn't you
Fact.
want that to be?
We were just saying,
Sex
princess
is
be
marriage.
great,
Be great.
but she didn't want to be great.
Oh,
But
man.
that's all. Don't say
Oh, man. She don't want to be saved. Don't say, but shit, I'm on it. I'm
She-
burning
she
my
ain't
bed.
wanna
Look
be
at burning
great.
my
See?
bed. Okay,
Don't
burning
say,
Hey.
but-
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
Yeah. For him. Brothers. Yeah. YOC, sit 1 3, yeah. Yeah. It's your favorite eye. Oh, yeah. Woo. Don't quote if you can't bust it down. 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 The script's true, but you break down weak though. Treat a brother foul, but I'm good at the free throw. Don't quote if you can't bust it down. Don't quote if you can't break it down. Attribute of lions, I ain't nothing like a dog. Never saying trying, all I'm doing is the laws. That's them life instructions, didn't walk before I crawled. I do this out of love, can't repay me with applause. Never late to class, catch me running down the halls. Talk that old in the new, they hate me like Apostle Paul. Brothers, look at y'all, angry as a made up, they hoping for my fall. Lil' homie, I stay prayed up, Yahuwah on my side. The only one I lean on, the one who built me up. He built himself a dream home, working extra hard, got a large extended fam. Fell in love with toy, every other is a scam. Fam, mama Megan, I'm partaking.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your host. It's your favorite out, beloved dog.
It's your favorite eye.
And I'm your co-host, Mish Pop. Burn 'em up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish. And this is co-host Script Flip. Woo! Woo! AKA a splash from above. 613 splash, that is. All the steam to Yahuwah.
All the steam to you.
Yeah, man, and we back, man, and we back. And that last song was that Break It Down off that Free Smoke.
Woo!
By my key, beloved Daoud, aka your favorite eye.
It's your favorite eye.
Y'all know y'all can go check out that supreme righteous music, man, on that mindcultureforever.com. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know where we at, Playback Sounds. You feel me? Shout out to Big Lou's. Shout out to Ear Doctor. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Yeah, and we back in this thing. And y'all already know my section. You know what I'm saying? Just a little short something, you know, but straight to the point as always. And we talking about fasting. So I'm finna give you the Western world definition of fasting.
Okay.
In a few words, you know, my own. All right. So the definition of fasting is abstain from all or some kinds of food or drink, especially as a religious observance. Mm-hmm. But while this can be a planned activity in some circles, where no eating and drinking for a given number of days or weeks, but also as well as abstaining from gossip, smoking, or sex, can also be a form of fasting, or even sustaining from sin. Well, fasting helps to cleanse the body system, mind, and soul.
Bang.
But we can't forget that millions of people in developing countries every day have nothing to eat. So, do we call that fasting? Who knows?
Bullet.
In today's podcast, we're going to break down what fasting really is and the proper perspective we should look at fasting in the scriptures. What do you think about that, Big Eye?
Sheesh.
No, that fast.
Now, when you say, hey, fasting,
Right.
and then you tell people, hey, well, you got to come from the law. Oh, they fasted. Then they'll take you to atonement.
Okay.
We gonna go in atonement.
Let's just go in it.
Okay.
Let's just dive in.
That's Leviticus 23,
Ooh, splash.
27:31.
Straight into it.
Okay. So this on time is where they encounter talking about a fast. Now it has to say fast right here because it would be synonymous as when they seen fast all through the scripts.
Facts, Aki.
But it doesn't say fast right here.
Facts.
The word you get is afflict. Okay. Well, we're just gonna read it.
Right.
Also on the 10th day of the 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be a set apart convocation or gathering unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls, and offer an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah. Now hold up. Hold up. You post a fast, but the Most High gonna make you barbecue?
Oh. and not eat it?
Facts.
Woo! Bullet.
So we gonna fast with the Most High barbecuing.
Oh,
You
man.
gotta make an offering made by fire.
Bullet.
We gonna. we gonna. So you can smell that good lamb cooking while you hungry all day. It's just good lamb just.
Probably the most best ones that came.
But the fatty one, only the best, only the best, only the best. And you know the priest was handling it, so he got it.
Now, you know, according to the law, that thing has to be seasoned.
Hey, hey, all sacrifices are salted.
Ooh, all sacrifices
Are
are salted.
It always says, "And ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before Yahuwah your mighty one."
Okay.
Okay. So,
Okay.
what? How should you afflict your souls when it means to afflict the word of nah, or to bow low?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Humble self.
Okay.
That's right. Humble self.
Facts.
To bring yourself down. So that means even if your brother wronged you, like what your mama used to always tell you, you got to be the bigger man.
Oh, that's a fact.
Okay, so right here, this is just saying that you got to be the bigger man.
That's facts.
You got to whatever, even if that man got a problem, even that man made a problem with you, you got to be the bigger man and got to go, you know what I'm saying, ask that man for forgiveness.
Facts.
As if you did him some wrong.
Facts, I can.
Because, see, that's what it is to afflict your soul.
Do something.
Did
you wouldn't
Mashiach
normally
really
do.
have to die? Did he not afflict his soul? Did not he have to die?
Okay.
But he could have told. He could have told.
He took the ultimate.
He came very low.
Facts.
Came very low to his brother, to where his brother pointed him out and said he's the one that wronged and did all this.
The same brother right next to him.
You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's afflicting. Affliction. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
When you have dropped yourself low. I ain't
Facts.
talking about no food.
You ain't
Okay.
talking about no food.
Okay, and it says, and whatsoever soul be that shall not be afflicted.
Okay.
Okay, so whatever soul that's not gonna be hungry. But when Mashiach told you to pray, he said pray for your daily bread.
Oh.
Bullet.
So and this is called the Day of Atonement. Okay, your daily.
Daily day.
So when we really listen, man, we got a few over there.
This thing. Okay.
It says, in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. If a man could not humble his soul and go correct that with his brother in the city or his sisters,
Right.
or whomever that he may have offended or crossed, or whoever may have a problem, he got to go reason.
Right up.
You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
To clear his name before the great judge. Because if those little ones cry out, you can still be harmed.
Ooh.
You feel what I'm saying?
Even if you didn't eat.
Hey, that's what it is.
Okay now.
It says, and whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in the same day. Okay? See, this is what it's talking about when you're saying any work. If you can't go get right with your brothers and sisters, but you can go to work and go do some work like that.
Ooh.
Okay. In that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people.
Bullet.
You can go kiss them folks behind.
Facts.
Make up. They call you everything. Just offended you last week.
Cut your hours and everything.
Just offended you last week. You go beg yourself back. Let me work here. I need this.
Sheesh.
But you can't go do it for your brother.
Ooh. Bullet.
He shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever. That didn't say it stopped. It said forever throughout your generations and all your dwellings. It don't matter where we at.
Ooh.
It don't matter where we at. We're gonna have to afflict our souls.
Okay.
We're gonna have to humble ourselves.
Facts.
Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna come with another. Ecclesiastes 3:13.
Ecclesiastes 3:13.
And since we recording this, I ain't gotta go slow. I can just keep going.
Just keep rolling out.
Okay. Ecclesiastes 3:13. It says, and also that every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of all his labor.
Woo!
Hold up. It is a gift of Yahuwah.
Woo!
Hold up, did it say should eat and drink and enjoy the good of all his labor? It is the gift of Yahuwah.
That's what that script said.
So Yahuwah gonna tell you it's the gift for him, then he gonna take his gift back.
Woo!
He gonna stop his gift and then give it back again.
Okay.
Oh man, daily. Okay, so Mashiach gonna tell you how to pray, and then he gonna stop that daily bread for that day right there.
Okay,
but this is the Day of Atonement.
Ooh.
That's tradition. Well, let's keep going. Okay, let's go. Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes. Let me unbutton my shirt.
Ecclesiastes 8:15.
Okay.
It says, "Then I commended mirth, because a man have no better thing under the sun than to eat and to drink and to be merry.
Ooh.
For that shall abide with him of his labors the days of his life." So is atonement not a day of his life?
Oh, it sure is.
Okay, but that sure said that he shall eat and drink and live and be merry and abide with all the labors all the days of his life, which Yahuwah giveth him under the sun.
Woo!
Did it say Yahuwah gave it to him?
Sure did.
Did say Yahuwah gave it to him.
Well, why Yahuwah put all this good barbecue and this good vegetables and this good stuff down here every day and then say, nah, don't touch it today though?
Just cook it and just sit it there.
Yeah.
Cook it and sit.
Or just right now.
Oh.
I ain't. Nah, my kids in here hungry. My kids in here hungry.
Man.
If a father would feel that much compassion on his children, of course, come on now, a fleshly heart.
Sheesh.
Come on, man.
Okay, now it's getting smoky.
Man, hey.
It's getting smoky.
Okay, 1 Corinthians 11:23-34.
Oh, another one.
Okay.
I can't see it here. I can't see it.
It says,
smoke.
"For I have received of Yahuwah that which also I delivered unto you, that the chief, the head and chief, Yahushua, the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread." Okay. "And when he had given thanks, he brake it and said, Take, eat. This is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. After the same manner also he took the cup and he supped, saying, The cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye oft as ye drink it in remembrance of me. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show Yahuwah death. You do show that our head and chief death till he come. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup, Yahuwah unworthily shall be guilty of the body and the blood of the head and chief." Okay, sheesh. "But let a man examine himself and let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup." See, we got to continuously eat.
We eating and drinking
continuously
still.
eating every day. So every day, I don't know what fast. Fasting is getting away from this strife.
Ooh.
Fasting from this sin.
Okay.
That's what we have to fast from.
Facts.
That's the only thing that is going to afflict the soul.
That sin, fasting from that sin.
That's right.
Facts.
But we're getting to it's heating up.
It's heating up.
It's heating up.
Well, sheesh.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Eat and drink.
Yeah. Burn them all, miss. Brothers. For help. That coach. Yeah. I know right from wrong, right from wrong, right from wrong. I know right from wrong, right from wrong, right from wrong. I know right from wrong, right from wrong, right from wrong. I know right from wrong, right from wrong, right from wrong. I know right from wrong, right from wrong, right from wrong. I know right from wrong, right from wrong, right from wrong. I know right from wrong, right from wrong. content what I'm giving. Forget the devil, I'm living. Stump proof, food tripping. 613 dealing. Trying to keep it 180. Becoming foreign to a feeling. I'm only rolling with the truth. I would turn down the look. Taking nothing I ain't earned. Freebies always get you burned. Watch them throw it in your face. Dim the ways of a snake. They never working with a man. They just want the upper hand. Oh, and no, man, I just so y'all keep the law even if they...
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
I'm your host, beloved Daoud.
And on your co-host, Script Flare. Woo! A 613 splash from above. All the steam to your hood.
All the steam to your hood.
All the steam to your hood. And it's your co-host, Burn 'em Up, Mish Pat. Facts. And we back on this, and you back at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
That's right.
Where the brew is always professional.
Okay.
And y'all know where we at. We at Playback Sounds.
Okay.
Y'all can go check out them. Shout out Luz and Ear Doctor first.
Shout
y'all can
out.
go check out all they services at playbacksounds.com.
Okay.
And that song that just went off right there was that Right From Wrong off that Culture Forever.
Right from wrong. Right.
You can go get that and all other righteous music at mindcultureforever.com. So in this segment right here, we're gonna get into perspective on fasting.
That's
Okay.
right.
So it's gonna be from the world's perspective versus Yahuwah's perspective.
Fact,
So in the world, as we went over in the first segment, they view fasting as abstaining from food and drink.
Right.
And then, well, that right there is viewing it from a worldly perspective. But we should view it from Yahuwah's perspective. That's the proper perspective.
Facts.
But first, before we even go into Yahuwah perspective with it, like you went into the offerings being made on the Day of Atonement, we got to know that Yahuwah doesn't even tempt. So why would Yahuwah put you in a position to tell you to fast instead of telling you to cook food and have it right there with you? You feel what I'm saying?
Bullet.
Why would Yahuwah tempt you
That's
that to sin?
That's
Okay.
right.
That's not Yahuwah.
That ain't Yahuwah. Because he say, I don't tempt,
Exactly.
I test.
He don't tell
Okay.
him. He test. Facts. So why would he tell us to abstain from food and drink when he commanded us to make that offering on the Day of Atonement along with the continual burnt offerings and the other food? You know what I'm saying? So it's like Yahuwah wouldn't tempt us like that.
Sheesh.
Okay, now.
You know, that quail was being diced and thrown in the oil and the fine
Sheesh.
flour.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what that is.
That 3-piece and a biscuit.
He said a melon. He said a melon.
3-piece and a melon.
He said a melon.
Fact.
That's right.
Yeah.
dog.
Fast, man.
Man.
That's all
Okay.
I had to say on that right there.
Okay.
Well, we gonna jump right back into
The first curse.
that First Corinthians.
First Corinthians.
Yeah, before we ended up there,
You back.
23 through 34.
You
I
back.
think where we at? I think we on 27. I'm just gonna start at 27.
Okay.
Wherefore, whosoever eat this bread and drink this cup of Yahuwah unworthily shall be guilty of the body and the blood of the head and chief. Okay? See,
Okay.
this is what's going on right here. It's saying drink that cup, partake in that bread, which means that you got to take the same insults that he took.
Okay.
Even though people wrongfully accused him. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Spit in
That's
his
a fact.
face.
That's fast, huh?
Fact.
Turned on him.
Threw rocks on it.
Threw rocks at him. He still said forgive them, for they know not what they do. Is that not afflicting your soul?
Facts.
Bullet.
That's fast.
Woo!
What does a physical piece of toast have to do with this?
That's a fact, Doc.
Or a physical cup of wine? If you don't understand the bread that you eating, unleavened bread, meaning no leaven, meaning no sin, it don't need to be puffed up. And you sipping a cup of wine, meaning of marriage.
Facts.
At the third cup, the bride drinks it by herself until the return of the bridegroom, and then they come together and drink the cup together. That's why it says that when he comes, his eyes gonna be as red as fire, flaming fire, and his teeth gonna be white as milk.
Okay.
Why did they describe it tea? Cause he gonna be on that yayin.
Man,
He's smiling.
yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he
Big
don't
cups.
and he whipped up the batch.
Ooh.
And he whipped up the batch.
That's
Okay?
the righteous
that's,
whip.
That's beautiful.
But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. Do you really think that a bread that come out of an oven and a literal glass of wine gonna save you?
Sheesh.
No.
Lit.
It's telling you the bread that we eat is unleavened bread. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
The wine that we drink don't have no leaven in it. It good and clean. It don't need to be puffed up.
No saying.
It's all what Yahuwah made it. I can just squeeze these grapes in the cup and they gonna do me the same way.
Facts.
It's the razzle dazzle or the hypnosis that people under. They just think they drunk.
Ooh.
They just think they drunk.
Sheesh.
But let a man examine himself, so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself. When you eat these scripts, and when you say you a disciple or you connected to a covenant with something like this, and you come in and you say that that's what you are, and you handle that position unworthily, meaning that when you drink a cup, that's like a wife, a husband and wife, a greater light, lesser light, a real covenant. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that a wife will be a representation of her husband. So that's why it fell on Adam too, because she would hit it, even though she was outside, she was in representation of him. He the one that let her go all the way over there.
Facts.
If you were gonna let her go all the way over there, you should have just let her go forever.
Sheesh.
But since she came back home and did whatever right there, and you just like whatever was coming from it, as brother do, oh, I can do whatever I want to do, and then I want to whoa. And he gets scared. That's what happened.
Facts.
Okay, when you eat their bread and drink their cup, didn't his own household turn their back on him?
Facts.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact, dog.
Betrayed him in everything, gave him up in everything. The very people he loved, healed, gave out there and gave uplifted and everything. Probably was at a festival with him and all that. They turned their back on him at the sign of danger. Like he wasn't trying to ignite the fire to stand up. See, if that bread of affliction was, if that bread, if they were partaking in that bread the whole time and sipping that wine, they would have actually stood in there and actually took that affliction with their brother.
Facts.
Being that they don't know what that feel like, they wouldn't know. But see, you couldn't be able to tell. You wouldn't be able to know his compassion. You wouldn't be able to see where his eyes see. Be able to walk in them sandals. That's why I'm saying you got to partake in it. But if you do it unworthily, walk this path, and you start to mistreat the sheep, you start to misuse the people, treat them treacherously because you know better now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Drink damnation to himself, not discerning Yahuwah's body. See, he not discerning Yahuwah's body, which is the people.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? So he don't regard them.
Fully.
For this cause, many are weak. We have seen proof. And sickly among you, and many sleep. The ones who have drunk this unworthily, but they weak and sickly, and many are asleep. We see it with our own eyes, not pointing no elbows. For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged. Okay, how can what measurement will we have to judge ourselves by? Without the law? Is that not the bread we have to partake in?
That's a fact.
In what measurement will we? How could we judge ourselves if we don't have a method of measurement to measure that? So what should we be like? More like who? That's why we keep saying we want to be like Jordan.
Facts. That's why I keep saying you can't judge me.
Because he haven't learned that he has to judge himself first.
Ooh.
Okay. But when we are judged, we are chastened of Yahuwah. When we are judged, we chastened of Yahuwah. So that meaning when your brother correct you, that wasn't even him telling you that.
Ooh.
Okay, look, it's gonna keep going. That we should not be condemned with the world. Wherefore, my brethren, he's saying my brother. Look, my brother. They chastising my brother. Okay. When ye come together to eat, tarry one for another.
Facts.
And if any man hunger, let him eat at home, that ye come not together unto condemnation. And the rest will I set in order when I come. Now, if my brother is new in the truth, to avoid any conflict, I just have my lamb at home.
Right.
Come over there while you doing your little fast to uplift you, my brother.
Facts, huh?
Because it's not gonna all come together till Mashiach get here anyway. You feel me?
Right.
So the best thing that I can do is meet my brother where he at. If he choose to afflict himself like that, guess what? He had brought himself to a low to Yahuwah first.
Facts.
But see, it's for education where you got to know that if you do that for Yahuwah, now you got to do it for your brother now.
Okay.
Now you got to do it for your brother now. Because this who taught you. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's not, Yahuwah do not require sacrifice. He requires obedience. Sometimes we don't know how to step. It's like babies. You know, milk is for the babes. Milk is for the babes.
That's a fact.
Meat is for the mature.
Facts.
All right.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
Yeah. Burn them all, miss. Brothers. It's your favorite eye. For you. Yeah. Never entertain devils. I ain't reading on my schedules. Ducking Proverbs 7s. I like 31 better. Way better, way better. Doing all that I tell them. New wine out the door. Old wine in the cellar. Way better, way better. Yeah, Yahuwah way better. Taught me how to do it better. Way better, way better. New wine at the door. Old wine in the cellar. Way better, way better. Yeah, Yahuwah way better. Boasting all in Yahuwah. He the one to run the show. I'm less alike with the glow. I'm just doing what I'm told. Never bound to a man. Upper room, something else. Gave it all up for y'all. It didn't care how they felt. Fam only, that's a motto. Trying to earn up tomorrow. Righteous living, that's an auto. I got no time to ball. Found out how to live. Fell out with my sorrow. Rule, I taught me everything. Torah, only thing will follow. What they really talk about. We prepared for the drop. How we ready for the drop. Cause we came up without. Outcast to the world, but Yahuwah took me in. Did me wrong, no revenge. Me and Wicked never blend. Learn lesson, now I got it. Never leave home without it. Put my faith in the knowledge. Man, it got me feeling brolic. Who I was, what about it? Nowadays, rock solid. Every move stay dotted. Yahuwah got the thing polished. Never entertain devils. I ain't reading on my scale.
Now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your co-host, Burn 'em Up Mish Pot.
Burn them up, miss.
And I'm your co-host, Script Flood. Woo!
Woo!
A 613 splash from above. All this thing to you.
And it's your favorite beloved dot. Ooh.
It's your favorite art.
And I'm your host.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying, man?
Yeah.
Shout out to Playback Sounds.
Shout out.
Big bro Luz.
Lewski.
Big bro Ear Doctor on the ones and twos.
Dot. Is there a doctor in the house?
And that tune that you just heard go off was way better, way better.
Ooh.
Way better.
Way better.
Man,
One
y'all
of
know
my
your
favorites.
Yahuwah is way better.
You know he is.
Way better.
Way better,
You know
way
what I mean?
better. That's my jam.
And if you want more righteous tunes, go to www.mindcultureforever.com.
Right now.
Man, shout out to Young Digi.
Shout out Digi.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to Zoom and Zoog on the producer too.
Shout out Zoom.
You know what I'm saying?
Producer.
Shout out to Cease. You feel what I'm saying?
Shout out
In
Cease.
here looking devil know with his jacket on.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Everybody suited up, ready for Yahuwah, man. Ready at the office. And what we talking about though, you know, to get back to it, is fasting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what my shop was definitely talking about, man. You can't put so much emphasis on the outside and without cleaning the inside of the cup first.
Facts, huh?
So you gotta let the Most High deal with you internal first before you come out being too judgmental.
Right.
Now you got brothers intimidating brothers from getting in the truth because they can't grow a beard.
Oh man.
You understand? Because they telling them that gotta have a beard in the fringes. It's just a look. Nah, it's customary facts, but a beard is actually a distinguishing mark from to separate a boy from a man.
Or they clothes.
Right, to separate a boy from a man.
Right.
When they actually brought us over here, right, they used to cut our beards off and actually cut holes in our buttocks to embarrass us.
Facts, huh?
Okay, so to call you boy, boy, boy without your beard.
Facts.
Because they knew that the beard was a distinguishing mark from a man and a boy.
That's what they call a grown
That's why they
man
call a
boy.
grown man boy.
Jeez.
So now it's
Bullet.
seared. Now it's seared in us. Seared in us because that fear has been put in us to rock it like that. So now people walking around with the bald face and just like, oh, I'm cool with it. That's where I'm at with it. Looking like a little boy, and now you wondering why 14-year-old girls are laying with these and this and this and this, and this is what's happening.
Ooh,
It's all deception, bro. But see, people will fall right into that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So the beard was actually something customary.
Right.
Because the Most High wanted us to be known as this. When you seen a brew, this is what we were known for. Keep them big, luscious beards now. You feel it? Grown man business. Let you know it's big grown man business.
You feel me?
So we go about this fasting. You know, let me get back on this fasting, man. But this thing jumping to something else.
Free smoke.
Yeah, this thing jumping to something else. Okay, here we go. Isaiah 58.
Ooh.
Chapter 58, verses 1 through 10.
Okay.
I know I ain't got to, I'm just going to go through it.
Get your
Here we go.
pens out right now.
Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. So we already know that when you go to the Feast of Trumpets, we're dealing with an actual voice.
Okay.
Right? Lifting it up. Because a trumpet will be used to gather, the shouting,
Facts.
a wedding, a gathering, okay, stuff like that. So when you start, or to warn the people. So would you understand or would you understand me like, hey, come over here, bro, because a flame about to come from that way. See, you will understand option number B, option letter B.
Yeah, that's
that's what you would definitely get right there.
fact.
Option letter B. You wouldn't understand do. You know what I'm saying? No more. So cry loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
Okay.
So now we know that this trumpet has to warn Jacob of their transgressions and the house of Jacob of their sins.
Facts.
Okay, so we have to show his people their transgressions. The reason why I have to say his people, because remember they Israel was the voice.
Facts.
All right, so he got to bring them back in and say these are my people, because look how the Jews were treating them as if they were outsiders. So being that they were outsiders of their sins, so ain't gonna warn nobody of no transgressions and sins. Okay. Yet, see, so that's tradition. Y'all know that's tradition. Okay. Yet they seek me daily and delight to my ways as a nation that did righteousness and forsook not the ordinance of their Almighty One. They ask of me the ordinance of justice. They take delight in approaching to Yahuwah. Do we take delight in approaching to you? No way. We say the 613 cannot be done.
Ooh.
When the man drew near to Yahuwah, he gave him the 613.
Facts.
Okay.
Bullet.
So we're not approaching. We don't want to approach Yahuwah because we say we can't do it. The blood covers us.
Oh, not the blood.
The blood. It's the blood.
In the blood.
So wherefore have we fasted? Okay, wherefore have we fasted?
Facts.
We only fasted in this time. Okay, so we don't seek out our ancestors, right?
Right.
So we seek to fast in the Greek terminology, right? Okay, the sum or the sum, some sum.
Yeah,
in the
the
Hebrew that means fasting from food. Okay, say they, and thou seest not. Wherefore have we afflicted our souls, and thou takest no knowledge? Behold, in the day of your fast, ye find pleasure and exact all your labors.
Oh,
you still do you even though you won't eat.
You doing you.
You still doing you though. I ain't eating, but I'm doing me.
Facts.
I
Okay.
ain't eating, but I'm doing me. Behold, ye fast for strife and debate, and to smite with the fist of wickedness.
Oh man.
Ye shall not fast as ye do this day, to make your voice to be heard on high.
Okay.
When it post, see if you say make your voice heard to be on high, that means you too proud. You too proud. Which means that this is a day you should be lowering yourself, humbling yourself. Okay.
Facts.
Verse 5 goes on to say it makes so much sense.
It makes too much.
Is it such a fast that I have chosen? A day for a man to afflict his soul? Interesting. Is it to bow down his head as a bulrush and to spread sackcloth and ashes under him to get low as the dirt? Wilt thou call this a fast and an acceptable day to Yahuwah? Will you call that acceptable to him? Versus no food? Nah, they won't, will they? Try to beat you down.
Facts.
Okay. Is not this fast that I have chosen? Is this not the fast that he has chosen? Ooh. He has chosen to loose the bands of wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, and to let the oppressed go free.
Okay.
So food gonna set somebody free?
Nah.
The truth shall set you free, right?
Facts.
So that's the bread that it's talking about.
Facts.
Bullet.
So it's not talking about no physical bread. Afflicting your souls. So your soul right now wants some chicken.
Oh man.
Oh.
Nah, that boy wants some sin.
And that ye break every yoke.
Okay.
Okay. Is it not to deal thy bread to the hungry?
Ooh.
To the
Hungry.
Hold up.
Time out.
You.
Go
So
ahead,
the fast that we supposed to be doing, he's saying is not this day he designed, Yahuwah himself.
Facts.
Saying this is not the day that he chose to deal thy bread to the hungry.
Ooh.
And to thou bring the poor that thou cast out thy house.
Bullet.
When thou seest the naked,
Bullet.
that thou cover him, and that thou hide not thyself from thine own flesh, from your own brother,
Sheesh.
from your own people,
Man.
from your own ways.
Facts.
Then shall thy light break forth as the morning, and thine health shall spring forth speedily, and the righteousness shall go before thee. The esteem of Yahuwah shall be thy reward. Then shalt thou call, and Yahuwah shall answer. Not because you ate some bread, because you didn't eat some bread. Thou shalt cry, and he shall say, Here I am. If thou shalt take away from the midst of thee the yoke, the putting forth of the finger, and speaking vanity.
Okay.
And if thou draw out thy soul to the hungry, to satisfy the afflicted soul, then shall thy light rise in obscurity, in the dark, and thy darkness be as the noonday.
Bullets.
What's done in secret, hey, what you have done in secret, it's gonna be as bright as noonday.
Sheesh.
People gonna see them fruits. That's right. Not because you fast. When somebody fasting, don't they be out there hungry?
Facts.
Thirst. They ain't ate in 3 days.
That's what they do. I've been fasting.
I ate every day.
I've been fasting.
I ate every day.
Then look, they gonna get mad if you say that.
I ate every day.
Oh, he been eating.
And I've been fasting from that sin. I've been getting strong as ever.
Okay.
Strong as ever.
Bullet.
Strong as ever. Strong as ever. You know what I mean?
Fasting from that sin.
Question from the live.
Facts.
If I am fasting from food, can I still drink alcohol?
Oh, I don't see. I don't know. I don't fast from food. I fast from sin. I know there's a clean food and an unclean food, so I fast from the unclean. If you definitely want to know what I fast from, I fast from an unclean lifestyle.
Facts. Might hit me some yayin while I'm fasting from sin. You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Fasting from sin.
Yeah. Brothers. Damn man. Yeah. For you. It's your favorite up. Lacking cash, make it broke. You can go on with the jokes. The one you see do nothing, always claim to do the most. Scripts I take a dose, taking mental notes. See it like a boat, they on edge like a coast. Ain't no pressure, nah, ain't no pressure. That's my word, ain't no pressure. That's my word, ain't no pressure. This my job, ain't no pressure. That's my word, ain't no pressure. Ain't no pressure. Lay back, ain't no pressure. All you fam, ain't no pressure. Homes with a treasure. No argue with the lesson. We on strike like a catcher. Never been a fetcher. Got the heart of a possessor. Precepts in my body, had to get it off the dresser. Do it for the culture. Bring it back to life. Home body tight. Work my only time I sight. Word to the wise. That 613 the realest. Ain't no competition, simple answer to a realist. You know I'm on that upper, eat that set apart for supper. They stirring us in trouble.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your co-host, Mish Pot. Burn 'em up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish. I'm your co-host, Swift Flair Rule 613 Splash. From above, all the steam to your hood.
All the things to your hood. And it's your host, it's your favorite out, beloved Daoud.
It's your favorite out.
Here with the upcoming events, we're gonna roll them real fast and we're gonna dump this man of chill.
Let's get it.
And this man, you know I sometimes I speak a little slow, but it's time for the you know what I'm saying, like a bit of in the mind. Okay, we got January 18th through the 20th, we got Austin, Texas with that's with Aki Greg. Okay, definitely gonna do a great thing out there. Can't wait, man, for the Austin Brew Out.
Okay, we there.
February 22nd through the 24th, we in Cincinnati for the Midwest Brew Out.
In the Midwest, easy.
Shout out our rep ENT.
We pulling up.
Shout out Tassel Gang. Shout out Ty Serve.
Pulling up.
Like, man, Mind Culture Forever. Y'all know we in the building, man. Shout out to Cincinnati, man. You know
Shout
what I'm saying?
out. Pulling up.
March 2nd and 3rd, we got Augusta at the Payne College.
We at Payne College.
Man,
Pulling
turn
up.
at the fantastic stage. Y'all know how we like it.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? You know how we like it. Then we got June. We got James 1-1. The James 1-1 conference.
Okay.
All right, James 1-1 conference, man.
Get
Shout out to the
serious.
Boom Church. Always to that. All they love. So I'm gonna jump
Shout
out
out.
with this man of chip right here.
Okay.
That's 2 Corinthians 5:18.
2 Corinthians 5:18. Get your pens.
Get it out. And it says, in all things of Yahuwah, who have reconciled us to himself by Hamashiach Yahushua,
Facts.
okay, or the anointed one,
Facts.
Yahushua, and had given to us the ministry of reconciliation. So so our ministry is of reconciliation. So it's not about fasting from anything like that. When it's talking about afflicting your soul, it's reconciliation.
Right.
We are in the ministry of reconciling mankind back to Yahuwah. So who cares about you when the big picture is to get your brother or sister back to Yahuwah?
Facts.
Okay? So you did not come here to serve fictitious money and governments.
Ooh.
You were put here to bring heaven to earth.
Ooh.
Okay? That's exactly where it goes, man. So that's what we do for the man to do that. You feel me?
Message.
You
are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.